Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Stylish Saturdays Karate Edition. Woo! I'm Eric Blanchard as always. Today is going to be a little bit different of a class. I think I say that every time, but if I teach the same thing over and over again, then it's really not going to be that interesting. So today, what we are going to go over for in the context of stage combat is looking at what to do with two different styles against each other. So for me, that basically into two different categories. It's a more linear style, which has some circular motions in it, versus a primarily circular style with some straight attacks. So the biggest, I guess, I don't know if you want to call it stereotype, or like two biggest groups, categories of martial arts to pit against each other: karate versus kung fu. Now, I know kung fu is a broad term, so is karate. Karate is also a very broad term to describe multiple styles within that title of category. So in this instance, I'm going to go primarily off my style of Wado Kai, or Wado-Ryu, which has a lot of linear attacks, but we do have linear blocks. So by that I mean most of our attacks are going to be coming straight in, and our blocks, we do primarily come either straight into it with very minimal, or there is the occasion where we will whip around for a block or come in this way, but it's mainly, our attacks are mainly straight, coming in straight, with the occasional circular attack or ones that don't come. But okay, so sorry about this, guys. My brain's been back and forth these days. So it's going to be what to do, how to make it look dynamic on stage. So say you got a more straightforward character, like he is a karate dude, and he's up here. He wants this fight over quick, done, easy. So in my very old school traditional karate stance, I'm here, hands are down, almost looking like an old-timey boxer like this, but we're here. So any attack is primarily going to be straight on. So if I was to come in with that lunge punch, the Oizuki, it would be here. If I was to do Gakazuki, it's here, which is the reverse. If I was to do front kick, boom, side kick, or roundhouse kick, it's gonna be here. Like coming immediately straight through, coming through. I'm not an expert on Kung Fu, by no means, but I find their movements are a lot more circular. So they're like getting off the line, coming in, striking. They're usually defending. With Wing Chun, you're defending that center line and then trying to get more or less to a new line of direction in a more circular motion. Someone who is more an expert on Kung Fu or any particular style of Kung Fu, you can feel free to correct me on this, but I feel that Kung Fu has a lot more circular dynamics to it than supposed to karate has more linear elements to it. So how do you beat one? Well, depends on who's doing the attacking and who's doing the defending. For a karate guy wanting to beat a kung fu guy, it's simple. If I see a circular attack coming, I'm going to go straight, because what beats a circle? Straight line. So if I see any type of like circular attack, so like any like any ridge hand strikes coming in right here, or like shudos like coming in, like if you want to do like more of like crane style type of deal. With that one, the karate guy's goal is just to come straight in. Sure, he might eat a few choreographically wise if you want to throw that in there, but the karate guy's goal would be to just, whatever's coming in, meet that head on and come straight in. That's how he's going to beat that. But kung fu guy versus a karate guy, kung fu guy is going to want to maintain that circular stuff, because he knows, like, I do have attacks that come circular in karate, so I'm here. It's usually getting somebody out of the way, and then an attack comes in. There is occasions, more often than occasion, I'm getting off the line and coming in. But kung fu guy is going to want to, kung fu guy to be a karate guy, you have to say circular. Because if a straight attack is coming in at you, how do you beat that? You beat circular. So punch is going to come straight in. So kung fu guy is going to, with that circular motion, come, block it, boom, bang, bang, and punch him in the face. So yeah, so kung fu guy might come up here, you know, a little bit of Wing Chun, boom, comes in, blocks that, traps the hand down, bang, pump, comes up, bang, hits him in the face. Or, yeah, hits them in the face. So, that's the things, like, that I look for, like, in good choreography. So, that, it's like, how do you make something look incredibly, like, dynamic? These are like two opposite masters. They're both great at their crafts. Doesn't matter what their genders are. At this point, it's 2020. Who cares? So, you can be anybody fighting against anybody at this point. But there are two opposing masters. One is a master of very, like, this is a story of, like, a man who's, like, driven. Like, the karate person, very driven. He wants to go forward. He wants everything just to go from A to B quickly as possible. That's the only way to get there, to beat that opponent as quickly as possible. If you take damage, you're fine. You've had more body conditioning training, probably more than the kung fu guy, depending on their style that they trained in. And also, you could have less conditioning than the kung fu guy, depending on your karate style. If I was to jump into another style of karate, so if I was a Kyokushin guy, my body's been conditioned, beaten for years. I've suffered low leg kicks, hits to the body repeatedly. I've been kicked in the head. There's no protective gear when you're sparring. You're just standing here, straight line, boom, boom, going at it, boom, 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 trying to hit their body, block, and then as soon as you get enough, bang, head kick, or boom, low kick. Kung fu guy, most of the time, depending on the style that you're going for in your show, film, or television show, or theater, may or may not have that conditioning that the karate guy has. So how does the kung fu guy do that? Well, Kung Fu guy after probably the first round. So say choreographically wise, I know this would be better if I had a partner, but I'm gonna make do with what I got. So Kung Fu guy's really not expecting it. He doesn't know what to go for. So he comes in, tries to do a few circular attacks. So see the hand coming in. We're gonna go have inside forearm block here. Giden Barai downward block here. Boom, boom. I get hit in the stomach. That really doesn't faze me. Now he's within close proximity. So boom, boom. I come down here. Boom. I do another. So I get hit. Boom. That doesn't faze me. He's coming at me again. I go boom, boom, boom. Front kick. So I do low to high this time. And I throw the kick. Boom. And I come back with a strike with a Gakuzuki. Bang. Knocks him back. So he's realizing that I might be a tougher opponent. So then I get back to my fighting stance. Now the Kung Fu guy's got to be like, oh, well that didn't work the way I thought. So then he's going to hang back. He's not going to be the aggressor. Let's say he's in some form of cat stance. And he's got some either like mantis or snake. Let's see about snake. We'll go with this. So he's here. He's waiting. So I come in with that with a straight attack. So Cry Guy is feeling confident. He's gonna fake high, bring that leg in. He's gonna kick. So Kung Fu guy is gonna see that. So he's gonna come up. Like, grant you, I know jack nothing about Kung Fu, so somebody can obviously correct me later on. So I come, Karate guy fakes high. He's looking. That's his attack right there. He knows he's weak in this area. He's not really doing that well. Actually, let's make him a Wing Chun guy for now. So he's here. So he sees the attack coming up high. He goes to parry it here. He sees the kick coming in. Boom. So he's like, boom. He has these circular attacks coming in. So boom, boom, boom. So my attacks would be boom. And I'm probably gonna come in for another punch at that point, just because high, low, low. Actually, boom. So I'm here, boom. I'm gonna go for the face again. So they just went low. So then your guy do all different bunch of circulars. Like so it's coming up here, boom, boom. Sees the attack coming in here again for the face. He comes in, bah, bah, bang, boom. Back fists him in the face, boom, boom. Gets down low, boom, boom. Gets down low. He can come up again, do some more attacks. His attacks are going to be more circular. So that's what makes I feel makes interesting fights. Sure, you can have sides fight in similar styles. Like you can have like two different kung fu guys because they trained in different schools. That can be a real interesting fight. You can have two different karate schools fight, and they can have their own awesome dynamics. Like because they're obviously like differently trained and they focus on other things. That to me is one of the key elements to making good choreography. It's not Not just necessarily, oh, let's make moves flashy for the sake of moves being flashy. Or making them do, like, ridiculous, like, poses and stuff like that. Making it seem like we don't know exactly what we're doing. If you have time as an actor or a performer, or if you're part of this acting community, I encourage you to take some form of martial art training, whether it be kung fu, karate, kickboxing, boxing, capoeira, whatever. It'll open your mind to not only what your body is capable of, but also, like, what opportunities can arise from different situations. So yeah, this karate guy, like, karate, for me, it is one of my biggest passions. Huge biggest passions. So I'm here. Yeah, one of my huge biggest passions. And I'm here as not only an audience member of a bunch of different things, I'm a performer in this. So when I watch certain things, I often get irritated, a lot more irritated than I probably should at particular things, because it's a thing that I've studied for a number of years. So if I see somebody who supposedly studies karate and I see them throwing kicks like this, or I just see them like doing this, or something on the lines of they're trying to spin, but they're so incompetent that I can't see. Like, that might not be entirely the actor's fault, although I am gonna put a big portion, like, on performers, because it's your due diligence as a performer to showcase what is, like, the best work that you can do. And if I'm seeing this, and, like, kicks aren't being chambered, like, hands aren't being in the right spot for movie fighting, so it's not even looking like you're putting effort in to doing anything, then I just don't believe that your character is capable of doing the things that they're showcasing. One of the biggest examples of this is actually the first Karate Kid movie. All respects to Ralph Macchio. He's been a good actor. He's done some great things. He's not the best at performing fight choreography at all, in my opinion. I feel like his technique is lacking a lot for somebody who's supposedly the hero of a franchise called The Karate Kid, or Cobra Kai. For me, the actor who plays Johnny Lawrence, I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head, he is much better at performing the choreography, and he looks like he knows what he's doing a lot more than Ralph Macchio's character. So, keeping that in mind, you want to look like you know what you're doing, and if you don't know how to look like you know what you're doing, consult somebody. Which is why I fight choreographers. Yeah, research your choreographers. So I'm here. So, like, another situation, so the karate, so another thing I see, so let's say he's a Muay Thai guy. So he's here, he's up, he's got most of his weight on his back leg. You have that knee up, hands are up high, and everything. So he's coming in, he wants to do, boom, as much damage with his 8 limbs as he possibly can. Most of which are in some way linear, whether it be linear this way or this way, this way. It is coming straight line. It is not coming around in a circular It's not circular unless you're throwing hook punches, because you're coming around to hit somebody, or it's a big wide roundhouse kick that's coming around. So elbows, punches, uppercuts, kicks, they're all coming straight. So ways to beat that straight is to be circular. So if you're down on the floor, if you're looking down at the floor, so you have basically 4 directions. You have basically have 8 directions of which you can travel. You can go forward or back, which is what the more linear aggressive person is going to do. They're just going to come straight. And oftentimes they'll just come straight back. So what you want to do is not be on that train track of them coming forward. So what you do is you step off. Step off on that 45. So you come in, boom, step off on that 45. Make yourself elusive. So you're coming in, boom, boom. So yeah, they're coming in, boom. You get that circular motion going in to beat that linear attack. So he's coming in, let's say he's throwing a lead leg front kick. So it's coming, boom, straight at you. So as the more circular fighter, one suggestion I would do is, so you see him coming in, so your backhand, so your left leg forward, right hand's behind you. So you're here, comes in here, boom. You block that kick initially, and then you send it away with your left. So boom, boom. And then that leaves you can either grab a hold and come in for takedowns, or, so you're here, boom, boom. So boom, bang, that comes in there. Boom, you go down low, come up. So it just opens up a wide variety of options for you. For guys who are stuck in this, it's okay to be stuck in this, because you do have options too. You don't have to just go forward and back. You can go this, you can step off, go to the side. Linear fighters can go 45 too. Because if you don't go 45, you're just going forward and back, and that makes you predictable. But your moves aren't going to be as flowy and circular. You're more or less going to be directly to the point. So I see a straight attack coming in, so I'm like, oh, okay, bang. So I come up here, boom. I get that inside forearm block that comes there, boom, and then whack. And I'm coming straight in for an attack here, boom, straight, boom. And even here, boom, I can go for a takedown too, but I'm just not going to be, like as circular with my takedown. I am going to be more straightforward with it, even though my body has to go circular. So I'm here, boom. So my feet are gathered up here. I'm going to crack. So I'm here. I sneak under the arm, boom. I got him in like a half arm triangle, kind of right here. He's here. My leg's gonna come up through, in between his legs, and then twist. I'm just gonna twist him down. Boom, and then probably smack him a few times while he's on the ground. And like, say if a striker is going against a grappler, that's another thing that I like doing. Strikers and grapplers, they've had this big, huge rivalry. It's like, who's the better? Oh, no, the striker, because you can knock people out and stuff. Yeah, but once the striker's on the ground, the grappler, you're in his world. You have to fight to get back up so you can strike with him. He's doing damage on the ground. He's trying to get locks in. He's trying to choke you out. Those are another great dynamic fight. So, say I'm my karate guy. I'm all jacked up, confident. So I'm here, and I'm thinking I got this guy. So I'm coming in. I fake. I come around. Say I'm going overhand right. So I'm here. Boom. Any good grappler is going to see that. So they're going to come up. They're going to probably just go into me immediately. So if I'm coming in, boom, with that overhand right, they're going to come in. They're going to, boom. They're going to stuff the attack. And then, say if it's a judo player, oh my God. Story time for later on. So you're here, boom. So the judo player's here, boom. He gets underneath your arm for a nice ippon tsuninagi, boom. One arm shoulder throw. Throws you to the ground, dismantles you. I tried this once on a judo player. So we were just lightly sparring. I'm, my karate guy. I don't have no experience at this point. This is before I started studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I'm here, like, we're playing around. I'm keeping them at bay with my kicks. And then I go throw a fake, and I'm here. And then as soon as my foot lands and I come around for, like, another attack, he's immediately got me going in for an ogoshi, major hip throw, and I just fucking go, and I'm on the ground. So, with him being trained to be circular with his footwork instead of as like linear, he was able to beat me. So, because I'm coming basically straight in, so all he has to do is just wait and then boom, jump in circle, and then he's got me. Another great thing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, lots of as soon as you grab somebody, you're circling to get them to the ground, or you're looking for that lever point so you can boom, get them to the ground. Pardon me, I'm thirsty today. So, let's see. Do we have any comments, questions, concerns, anything like that today? No? Not yet? Cool. Alright. So in conclusion, for today's class, because I do have to, unfortunately I have to make this one short again today. I appreciate it, and thank you guys very much for tuning in to these videos. I appreciate it a lot. And yeah. So in conclusion, when you're creating fight choreography, look for those dynamics. So if one fighter is more straightforward to the point, or he's going to be either straight up like hockey, like bar brawler type of deal, he's looking for that grab and smash, or he is a more straight up fighter. He's looking for that quick A to B, A being my fist, B being your face, boom, and comes in straight like that. How can you counter that? Well, like I said, best way to beat a linear attack is with a circular defense. Best way to beat a circular attack is with a linear defense. So that's my conclusion for today's class. If anybody has any comments, questions, concerns, again, feel free to message me. I'll clarify anything or any question that you have. And if I can't, I'll be sure to find somebody that does. And then I'll get back to you. So, thank you very much, everybody. Skeet. Great. Thank you very much. And I hope you all have a great Saturday. And to all those people in Rochester right now, I hope you are safe. And I pray for everybody that was involved in today's horrible events that happened at in Rochester today. So hope you have a good day, everybody, and my prayers and thoughts are with you guys. Thank you.